Hello friends, I am Shreya. I am here at Chakravarti IS Academy with SN Chakravarti sir, mentor and guide of this institute. I welcome you sir here, and today we will be discussing the UPSC Mains Essay Paper Section B.
Thank you, Shreya. Hello, welcome to you all. Thank you for listening to this video. Would you please ask your question now?
Sir, recently I have seen many of your videos. Recently, last one was the Section A discussion, in which I have found that you hold a different position unlike others. You don't specifically give terms to the essay that these are philosophical or tough essay ones. Can you please elaborate that?
Yes, you are correct. I do not really put them in one basket called philosophical or very tough. In fact, I prefer to call them ethical rather than philosophical. And this is also not correct that I say not a single topic is philosophical or not a single topic is difficult. I don't say that way. Many topics indeed have philosophical component, or they have they appear difficult. But my intention is something different. I want to shift the focus of the UPSC aspirant. My view is that an essay topic looks very difficult or philosophical when somebody is unable to decode it properly. And merely some words like sympathy, principle, privilege, values, morality, compassion, these kind of words are there, therefore automatically the essay will be philosophical is a very simplistic understanding and wrong understanding. A large number of UPSC aspirants, they take the essay paper very lightly. They think that by writing merely a couple of essays, they will be having that skill to get huge number. This is not correct. This paper also needs huge attention, and also there has to be persistent, regular practice, a systematic practice of decoding various kind of essay topics to get a command over it. And the whole exercise preparation can be started by regularly decoding different types of essay topics.
Sir, can you please say something more on steps and method of essay writing?
For so many years I have been conducting this essay orientation course and supervising essay test series, and many several thousands have attended them so far. And in my orientation course, I made the participants undergo several rounds of decoding exercises so that they become comfortable. Among those who participated in this course or who have attended the test series, and I try to share with them that how to do decoding. Among them, many have appeared in mains, and those who have appeared mains have really not complained to me that the essays were too difficult or all were philosophical. And I can tell you that UPSC mains essay topics have been becoming different from earlier. And remember one thing, that decoding is never a very casual exercise. One has to do it regularly until you have covered a wide variety of topics. And one thing also you remember, that the essay topics of UPSC mains, that has been changing very fast, and I believe it will continue to be changing.
So while reviewing these essay papers, I have noticed that marks remains constant nearly to 120. Don't you think that falling marks are indicating that aspirants are facing difficulty in scoring good in essay papers?
I rather see it other way. That my belief is that recruitment agency is not willing to give huge number in essay paper like they used to give earlier. And I think they have a very clear reason for this. That doesn't mean that everybody is getting very low number. There are plenty of candidates who are getting more than 130 and even more than 140, and you cannot tell that that's a very low number. But definitely, a number is not coming like 160, 70 like earlier. What happens actually when a candidate, does not prepare himself or herself properly, he or she in fact gets 10 to 20 marks less than what otherwise his or her competence may allow him or her to get. And that 15-20 marks are very costly in UPSC. You imagine that these 15 or 20 marks, if it is added to a total marks, then what a change it will make to her ranking in the UPSC list. But at the same time, you may tell me, no sir, there are also candidates who have practiced very sincerely but still they have got less number. I don't want to deny that. There can be that cases, but don't take it, as the only feature. And in that case, you may have to analyze, on a case-to-case basis. There can be many other reasons for why somebody has not performed, very well in the exam. But I am basically talking here about the second category of the candidates who have not practiced well and therefore they are getting less number. And they can get, definitely they can raise their number another 10 or 15 or 20 if they take decoding and practicing essay very sincerely.
Thanks for sharing your views, sir. This will definitely help aspirants to change their strategy about writing essay after listening to this. Sir, now I request you to come on the fifth topic of this section, that is, time is to repair the roof is when sun is shining. Sir, please give your views on this.
This topic is simply thematic. Definitely there are scope for ethical components, ethical dimensions. It simply says that you do something in time, don't delay it unnecessarily. The word sun shining is coming here symbolically. Now, an analogy can be drawn from UPSC aspirants also. Now, all UPSC aspirants are not necessarily getting through in one attempt. They go for number of attempts. Now, when they are not getting in one attempt, they must introspect and see where the faults are, and they should rectify them in time. Now, they cannot delay it. If they delay it, then later on when they are trying to do it, that will be too late to overcome them. So therefore, same mistakes will get repeated. A task has to be definitely accomplished when you have time in hand. Any delay may worsen the situation further. Now, delay in doing something can make the situation worse. Take the example of Joshimath in Uttarakhand. Or, this can happen even for not taking right measures for overcoming financial crisis like what Sri Lanka is facing today. The topic therefore simply says that one must do his work which is essential in time. When the sun shines. You tell me that all UPSC aspirants are postgraduate, they are intelligent, they are diligent, they are sincere. Now, why they will not be able to decode it properly and write a very good essay to get number? But of course, I'll even advise that ethical components or ethical blending of this essay will definitely give an edge, or improve the quality. So that's a different thing. But terming an entire topic as philosophical, I think, an overstatement.
I agree with you, sir. As writing essay is not that much difficult as many examples can be added in this. This essay is not that much philosophical that I was thinking before. Good essay can be written on this while using the examples of daily life. Now, I request you to come to the second topic of section B, that is, you cannot step twice in the same river.
This is again certainly not a philosophical topic. And a real situation in life has been nicely articulated in this topic. Reality of life is that it has been changing always and at every moment. And that has been explained by drawing an analogy of a flowing river. You all know that changes can take place dialectically in two ways, either for the internal factors or for the external factors. This indicates that there are certain chances or certain opportunities maybe only once in a lifetime, and you may have to learn it or acquire it in that one chance only. In a flowing water body, two changes happen simultaneously. One change, due to the change of its internal components. Another change is because of the change in the circumstances. Why they have used river here? River is different from stagnant water, like pond, well. Okay. Now this is where water is flowing, so therefore time is changing. Okay. Now once you can relate this situation with your life experiences, I think that essay will come very easy. As it is correct that same time cannot come back again in life, similarly, same water component does not come back in river twice. So this is what the essay is simply saying, that where is philosophy in this? The essay here actually nicely blending thematic and ethical components, but also it requires a lot of narrative approaches. It requires good examples from real life situation, and then connecting them nicely by giving certain ethical approaches or dimensions. And with suitable and appropriate examples, there can be an excellent essay out of it. Now, too much deeper philosophical discussion, in my view, may actually weaken the essay.
Great, sir. What I have understood from this is that essay contains many approaches as ethical, normative, philosophical and descriptive. Writing essay on this topic would require nice blending of multiple approaches. Since every human being goes through many life experiences, and using this in essay will make the essay more easier. After an explanation, sir, essay seems easier to me. But I understood that apart from writing or decoding the essay faster, it also requires the good writing skills. Sir, in this essay, you cannot step twice in the same river. I feel difficulty in introducing this essay.
Yes, you are correct. And this indicates that recruitment agency does not want you or UPSC aspirants to take essay paper very lightly. It tries to check whether you have taken essay paper seriously and you have practiced it, in a systematic way. And you have to remember, in the examination hall, you have very little time to decode 8 topics, and therefore you need quite a good skill to decode the essay topics. If somebody has decoded a variety of topics, I think that person will be able to do it much faster and in a much correct manner. Otherwise, it will eat up your writing time, and this can be possible only when you practice when the sun shines. Yes, please carry on.
Sir, your views are changing my mindset. Now we'll jump to the third topic of this section, and this is not easy. The topic is a smile is chosen vehicle for all ambiguities.
But before terming that this topic is very philosophical, difficult, I can tell you one thing. You just pay your attention to 2 main words here. Okay, one is smile and another is ambiguity. Tell me that why so much sincere and intelligent UPSC aspirants will feel problem to get various meanings, okay, and scope of these 2 words called smile and ambiguity. And that decoding can be done partly ethically and partly in a thematic way. Don't say that it's tough, but let us see that how this can be decoded first. Come to the topic. Now, what does smile do in our life? It gives us satisfaction. It is an expression of satisfaction and pleasure. These particular characteristics have made human different from animals, and it is universally exists with human being. Even a baby, okay, and that baby's relation with the world, develops with lot of smile actually. Okay, that is, smile is natural part of human existence. So smile stimulates our energy. Smile reduces our anxiety, our tension. It makes connecting with people easier. It helps us renegotiate with other people, to communicate with other people, and that is what various research findings have revealed over the period. Ambiguities, on the other hand, has both negative and positive expression. Okay, so it can be a reason for sadness or can be a reason for happiness. It can give you failure or can give success. Now, what does smile do? Now, smile stands in between various kinds of ambiguities, and it tries to strike a balance. Smile gives you again a hope, again an energy to try again and to renegotiate various kind of relationship. And this is what you have to establish in your essay. A lot of examples can be brought from the real life. Examples from your own life can come in to help you. And after getting examples, somebody if can mix those examples with ethical approaches, then that essay will be definitely good. So therefore I am not undermining ethical component, but I am not ready to tell it a purely philosophical either. Please carry on.
Sir, you made this topic so easy. One will not find any difficulty to write on this topic again after listening this video. I felt that while practicing regularly and decoding essay will help me a lot and other aspirants who are listening this too. Now, I just want to come to the last topic of this section, that is, just because you have a choice, it does not mean that any of them has to be right. This topic is actually complex in itself only, and this is not describes that what we have to write in this.
Yeah, you are correct. At least this time you are correct. And I can also confess that this is not an easy topic. It is a tough, difficult topic. But tell me that out of 8 essays in UPSC essay paper, there can be 1 or 2 easy topics, and there can be 1 or 2 very difficult topics. So there is nothing wrong in that. You tell me that out of your 8 topics, if 1 or 2 topics are little tough or maybe little having more philosophical bent, can you say that essay paper is too tough or all the essays were philosophical and tough? That may be an overstatement. What I am saying that UPSC will definitely give variety of topics, but again, writing this essay definitely does not require a great knowledge and command over philosophy. Lot of real life examples can be brought in, and then if those things can be also added with lot of ethical approaches, I think an excellent essay can come out. What is necessary here in my mind is that your sense of occupational ethics and your daily life ethics. Okay, so if those things can be brought in, then this essay will become very good. Now you take the word choice. Okay, choice means opportunity. That means it is taking a decision between right and wrong. Okay, making a selection in a particular situation, and one will make a choice based on what will be the best in a particular situation. And choice doesn't mean that always you'll have to win. It can be even to get defeated. Just choice may be just a compromise sometimes. Okay, that means according to the situation you will take an action. Choice of words can redefine relationship between persons. Take another example, technology which has become an integral part of our life today. Okay, that can be used or misused. Now, that means it depends upon your choice. You take the example of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Okay, so similarly you can see the climate change. Okay, now it is all your choice. Now also you take choice in an asymmetric relationship. There can be domination and dominated syndrome. There can be employer-employee syndrome. There can be subordinate and superior syndrome. Choice can be influenced by by power, authority, social stratification, gender divide, okay, then economic capability, okay, then situational position. So various ways, choice can be determined. In such situation, choice may not be in the hands or in the control of a person. The person who dominates or the person who is, employer, that person's choice may matter sometimes. So therefore, you will have to surrender before that choice sometimes. So this says that choice is sometimes circumstance driven. And in a situation, there can be abuse of choice. Hence, you cannot say that if you have a freedom for choice or freedom to choose, that means always it is essentially correct. It may not be correct. It may be wrong, but you may be helpless in that situation. Therefore, in this particular essay, a lot of arguments, can be brought in, and if you can really blend it with, a partially ethical tone, partially argumentative tone, I think an excellent essay will come out of it. So don't say it is tough, just keep patience, look at it, open it up, and then you will see you are doing very well in essay paper in UPSC mains.
I must frankly admit that, sir, your views on this essay topic is so good and yet so simple. This interaction has removed my fear and also my mindset that essays are tough and ethical essays are tough. I won't be able to write philosophical essays, and I will practice them further.
Thank you.
I would like to conclude here, but before that, I would like to ask my friends that as I have enjoyed this session, along with me, you all also have enjoyed this with Sir's comment on essays. Through this video, I want to take this opportunity to inform you all that please feel free and comfortable to ask any doubt or advice from the Sir. He is always ready to support the aspirants. Contact number of this institute is available here. Once again, thank you all for listening, and thank you so much, Sir, for your time and your views on these essays. This will help aspirants a lot. Thank you, sir.
Thank you also.